Well, hello there, everybody. Greetings from Emotiva World Headquarters in beautiful downtown, sunny Franklin, Tennessee. This is the big day, the secret day I was telling you about last week. We have our surprise visitor here. Could I have a little applause for that, please, everybody? Come on.
Yeah. Well, all right.
You see how quick those cues come in there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Professionals here.
All right, let's try that again.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
All right, we're going to start from the
Feel
top.
welcome.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
You know where that button is now?
Okay.
All right. You got to be fast. Don't like your dad. Be fast.
Just keep the volume up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be ready to go at any time.
Okay.
Well, hello there, everybody. Greetings from Emotiva World Headquarters in beautiful, sunny Franklin, Tennessee. Big Dan here on a beautiful day. I'm sitting here with Jaco
Hey, guys.
and, of course, Big Nick.
Hey, guys.
Steady hands of Dawn at the console. Fingers dancing over the faders and the buttons like a Bob Ross artistic impersonation picture thing, whatever that is.
Perfect.
Speaking of that, before I get on to our surprise guest, I was at the Doobie Brothers last night, and Kathy looks over to me and she goes, "Look at that cat over there across from us. He looks exactly like Bob Ross." And he did. He had the hair, the fro, skinny guy, tall.
Jeans.
And that guy's supposed to be dead, but he was sitting right across from us.
He's traveling with the Doobie Brothers.
Yes, yeah. My secret guest is speaking already before his introduction, but
Well, no one's
what do you expect? Everybody, I promised you an audio icon, a legend in the industry.
That's right.
We have Randy, the cheap audio man, here with us today. How about that, everybody?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, keep the applause going.
Wonderful.
Incredible.
I wasn't
Incredible.
expecting there to be a live studio audience.
That was beautiful.
That's very nice.
Yeah, as you see, you got a resounding welcome.
I did,
Randy.
yeah. I was very welcoming. It's warm. It's nice. It's,
You know, you just flew in from Texas, and
That's
boy, are your arms
oh,
tired.
man, I am tired.
Yeah.
All the way in the back of the bus. Dan.
Back of the Southwest?
Yeah. C25. That's what happens when you don't check in like immediately.
Yeah,
24
that
hours
happens.
prior to.
You got to get that A select group like I do.
C25.
Because, people, the problem with people, what's wrong with people, Jake?
They're filthy.
They're filthy.
Filthy.
You don't want to sit back there by the toilet.
Animals.
You
You
end
don't
up
want
sitting
the potty seats back
with,
there.
you sit with people like Jake.
Yeah.
So what do
Yeah.
you do, Jake? Do you like disinfect your seats and
I'm
everything?
a very nice
No,
travel companion.
actually, people disinfect Jake as they walk by.
No. I'm very good on a plane.
He smells like hot Gouda and sausage. So
No. It's hot Gouda and fresh sliced salami.
that's it. Yeah.
Shame.
A pungent aroma. So, yeah. Anyway, glad you're here, Randy.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Wanted to see how the sausage was made, like Jake was just talking.
You smelled how the sausage
Yeah.
is. Now, let's
And,
watch how it's made.
So I came in, and Nick was kind enough to give me kind of a quick tour around the place. Very impressive.
Yeah. Well, what was your first takeaway of Emotiva World Headquarters?
I like the dogs. I like the wildlife that just roams free here within the offices. It's a lot of
Born free.
fun. There's a lot of quadrupeds here in the office.
Yes.
Some of them are on payroll, some are not.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
No, I just was really impressed. I think the most impressive thing was probably the shipping, the warehouse.
A lot of stuff in there, isn't there?
There's a lot of boxes, and it was really impressive.
I was talking to you at lunch today. People are always surprised that the fact we have a real warehouse with like all that stuff in it.
Yeah,
Lots of it.
yeah,
Miles and miles.
yeah. Well, I like the in-house masseuse and the tattoo artist.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah. On-demand tattoos. That's one of the perks for working here. Go ahead and fill out info@Emotiva. Send in your resume,
Right.
and you get indoctrinated with a massage and a tattoo.
There's a guy locally here whose name I'll not mention because I don't know if he wants to, but he has an Emotiva logo on him. Believe it or not.
Really?
Tattooed on, yeah.
Are you
I had a
serious?
bit about that. I actually joked
True.
about that on one of my videos.
This is why you can't joke about these things, Randy. People do it.
Not around here, you can't.
He has an honest-to-God Emotiva logo.
If this was on video, I would show you a picture. I was at the Korn and Evanescence concert, and I was down in the pit, and there was a guy that had, full back covered with Slayer.
Oh, wow.
like it.
Slayer logo, full on back.
Gee.
I low key took a picture of it.
Nice. Of course, he didn't have a shirt on because then nobody could have seen
No,
the
he had a
Slayer.
mohawk, no shirt on, Slayer tattoo.
That's how I roll usually at a concert.
Yeah.
I was at the Doobie Brothers last night. I was in my tidy whities with some sneakers.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all you need.
No shirt, mohawk,
Yeah.
carpenter's tattoo on the back.
Exactly. Carpenter. I like that look.
That's how you roll.
I like that mental image there. Yeah. I look like a large infant in my tidy whities, you know.
with the goatee.
A large, overweight, chubby infant.
No.
Yeah. But we had a great time. Bob Ross and I, we enjoyed it. And great show. You know, Mike McDonald, legendary vocalist, did a great job. The whole band kicked ass. Bunch of old guys, but they still pulled it off.
Hey, you get up and boogie. You don't lose that.
Nope. They got to go. They sounded fantastic. The harmonies, Jake, beautiful.
Right on point.
On point is and high energy.
Is there a brass section at all?
No, they had a guy playing sax though.
Okay,
a really well-known studio guy whose name I should know, but this guy's like a legendary sax player. He was unbelievable and did all these tenor, alto. With a big. He's changed saxophones all the time.
Why did the rock saxophone go out of style? That went in about late 80s.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. See, like Huey Lewis,
You
like,
know, I
that's
think-
my jam, man. You get the rock and roll going with a brass section. It just elevates. It's
Do
just
you
that
remember
next layer.
the movie Lost Boys?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
the
remember
the
the
sexy
scene when
sax
they're out
guy?
there? The guy was no shirt, all oiled
Yeah.
up,
All
tights.
Dude was ripped.
He was
yeah.
just
You
going
spent a
to
lot of
town
time
on the
talking about
sax.
guys without shirts on.
Well,
You're
Dan,
gonna scare me.
you talk you talk about what you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, it's also the Glenn Frey. You belong in the suit, and the soulful saxophone solo was always nice.
Yeah.
You know, Jake, that always brings a tear to Jake's eye when I play that song in the office.
Yeah, just a little.
A little bit. He gets a little verklempt.
Just a little.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool having Randy here. It's cool. We talked about. I mean, God, man, it's been years. We've talked about you coming to visit.
Yeah, which was strange because I didn't even have a channel 2 years ago, so I was
I
wondering.
know.
why-
So we knew it ahead of time. No, but when we were in Texas together, Texas Audio Roundup, we said, you got to come out.
I said,
You know, you got to come be a part of the tribe.
yes,
So here he is.
yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a good time in Texas. We had a lot of fun in Texas. Randy saw us in our true element.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Randy was our designated driver for the night.
That's
typically.
right.
That's right.
And we had a good time in Texas, and now you're here. We had a nice lunch today.
Very nice, delicious.
We watched Jake eat, which was a treat.
A dozen cinnamon rolls, pot of coffee, and then 3 cigarettes afterwards.
Well, absolutely.
Well, the weird part was that you ate the cigarettes.
Yeah, that's
you didn't
right.
Smoke.
Filter first, though. That's the
And-
secret.
And they were lit too, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Filter first is the way to go.
Yeah.
So we got. We're going to do a podcast. Not a podcast. We're going to do. You're a much more advanced guy than us. You're going to do a video.
Yes, yeah, we're gonna turn it on.
What do you
and-
call that?
It's a video. That's what it's
He's going to do a video tomorrow.
industry term.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's going to do a YouTube video tomorrow.
could do that right after this.
Whenever you want to. This is your world. I just live in it.
No.
You know that.
Yeah, we're showing Randy some stuff around the office.
He's going to do a little. We're
yeah.
going to do a little tour of the facility.
We're going to be doing some filming both sides here. We'll have a good time.
Yeah, and so that'll be up in the next day or two on your site.
Yes, yeah.
The audio only, the dinosaur version will be on our site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lowly MP3.
An MP3. You know, not even a high bit rate MP3,
No.
really low bit rate.
Yeah.
24,192.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, we got a few things. I see that you came out here specifically for the Bring Us Your Dead sale
Yes, that's correct.
because you have a large backpack that you will not reveal the contents of until tomorrow.
Not yet. I'm going to do it on my channel, but I was a little slow to ship something out, so instead I decided to take it to the airport.
Well, I'm sure that went right through security. What was
Yeah,
that
they had
in
a
there?
few questions about that, and
I love seeing big black boxes with a bunch
That's
of
right.
wiring and pieces
Yeah,
of
what could
boards.
go
Yeah,
wrong?
what could go wrong here?
yeah, they put me in a little room, no windows. It was a lot of fun. I got to know TSA really well.
Yeah.
Carl's great guy, soft hands, very gentle. Yeah.
Yeah. Jake likes to bring contraband just to go get frisked at the
That's right.
airport, too.
That's right. Absolutely.
Gives them something to talk about.
Well, yeah, conversation starter.
Yeah, exactly. And you never know who you're going to meet.
You just don't know.
You just don't know, dude. We just don't know. So what do you got to talk about business-wise here, Nick?
Well,
I mean, so we got Bring Us Your
we got
Dead
Bring Us
sale
Your Dead
going, which
going
is
on
going
right
like
now.
crazy.
yeah, that's going on for how much longer, Jake? We got till the end of the month.
Well, through the end of October here, that'll be going on.
Yeah,
37 more minutes.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is again we said it in the last podcast, but we've had more people email in and call trying to work the deal, figure it out. And just a reminder, this is the best price you will get these units at with a trade-in of an HDMI device.
Yeah, this is
They're
the deal.
insane. Now, a lot of this is also based on the new pricing that we did because we lowered the price of the processors.
And I think
because-
we've explained that pretty well.
We have, but we have some new additional information for you guys looking
New
down
facts
the road.
have come to light.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
New facts have come to light.
So a lot of you guys have been asking, we talked about the plus models. They're going to be an XMC2 Plus, RMC1L Plus, and RMC1 Plus, and you're curious, what's the difference going to be, which we explained in the last one, talking about DTS:X Pro, IMAX Enhanced, the upgraded Dolby, new power supply, just everything from
new 8K video
8K,
boards.
yeah, everything from the ceiling to the floor is being
processors,
replaced.
New built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth built into the units.
So we can give you tentative pricing because that has been the number one question from you guys. So
I think we have that.
yeah, we put our minds together. Me and Jake put our minds together.
Good God.
God help us, we had to do math.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, the other person here was a math teacher. We did not consult him at all.
No.
Jake just took off his shoes to get to the higher numbers.
Basically, we just kept counting each other's toes till we got
That's
there.
right.
There we go.
So, tentative pricing. Now, of course, this is based on the current cost of the world for parts and shipping, etc. It's tentative pricing, but if you bought an RMC1 Plus, full boat, not on a trade-in or anything else,
You just went out and bought it next,
you're buying it-
next summer when it comes out.
buying it brand new, you're at $54.99. All right. If you get an RMC1L, $44.99, and an XMC2 Plus, $36.99. Now, that is going to be the factory retail MSRP price on those you bought them new. But we will have a thing going on. If you remember the XMC1 trade-in to the XMC2 trade-in, we had special
Yeah,
trade-in pricing for you
easy.
guys.
Yep.
We're going to do that again. So if you have an existing XMC2, RMC1L, or RMC1, you will be able to trade that unit in and get a brand new unit back.
So you're going to get a brand new, and let me just talk a little bit about that to make sure everybody understands that. So we're going to take your unit in like you did with an XMC1. You're going to get a different unit back, a brand new unit back with all of the latest and greatest on it. Okay, you will get the balance of your if you're a trade-in. If you have a 3 years of your 5-year warranty left, your new unit will have 3 years of warranty on it. If it has 4 years, it'll be 4. If it has 2.5, it'll be 2.5. If there's no warranty left, you'll have a year warranty on that unit that you do on the trade. Okay, that'll be the minimum point. But let's talk about the XMC2 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
The XMC2 Plus has a new main audio board. We've enhanced it. It gets the main audio board from the RMC1 and RMC1L. It's fully differential on all 16 channels now.
Mm-hmm.
The RMC1 Plus and RMC1L Plus will have a new board with a more advanced audio path that uses TI as our main converters now. It's an enhanced, higher performance audio section. It also is differential on all 16 channels, but it is an upgraded board over the current RMC1 board, which is already exceptionally good, but it's even better. Okay, so the RMC1 goes up a little bit in price, but it's a more complex product. It costs more to build. It has 8K video, has double the power supply capacity on all models. It has radios, it has Wi-Fi connectivity, it has tablet control, enhanced capabilities. So these are significantly enhanced products. And then the XMC2, instead of just the main 3 channels and the subwoofer being differential, fully differentially balanced, now all 16 channels are. So it's gone up a little bit in price, but you're getting a huge improvement in performance and capability and along the lines of the RMCs, but also now you're fully balanced, truly differentially balanced on all 16 channels. Okay, I just want to get that out.
So now I know your guys' next question is, well, how much is that trade-in going to cost for me to go?
That's
from
a
the
good
old
question. How much is that trade-in?
So if you were an original purchaser of an XMC2, RMC1L, or RMC1, and you bought at the full original MSRP price, and this also includes Upgrade for Life members because you're part of this program
Part of
and you've
the
been
family.
part of the family, your upgrade cost is $699.
Wait, that cannot be true. That's too good a deal.
So you got a guy with a 5-year-old processor spending $699 getting a brand new 8K processor to his doorstep.
How do we do it?
I don't know.
Volume.
Volume. We lose a lot of money on every sale, but we do a lot of them, so we lose more money, which somehow all works out.
Somehow the lights are still on. I'm not questioning it.
I think it's how that WeWork company did. You lose a lot of money on a lot of buildings, and somehow that makes you rich, doesn't
Somehow
it?
it works.
Something about dollar cost average.
I don't know. It's
like we said, we have a
high
math
finance.
teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the guys that have the original MSRP price. If you have bought the XMC2, RMC1L, or RMC1
On one of the deals.
on a deal, like we've done deals throughout the years, if you got it on a trade-in or you bought it secondhand, say you bought it from your buddy or you bought it on an eBay special, if you're going to the RMC1 or RMC1L, your upgrade cost will be $13.99.
$13.99.
And if you're going to the XMC2, your cost will be $10.99.
How do
Nice.
they do it?
Mass merchandising and a commitment to the public to get the most for their buying dollars. I mean, that's how I do it.
You know what's interesting? I think Jake's got a eBay store, and he's been selling these things like crazy.
He's
Oh,
got,
yeah.
I don't know what he's got that backpack and that big Yeti thing full of stuff. God knows what he's taking out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got RC cars on my eBay page.
Oh, gee, for Christmas. Ours.
Priorities, right?
Yeah, priorities. Yeah.
So going back to business. So the upgrade is incredibly, it's an incredible deal. It's really not an upgrade. It's a trade-in program. Let me rephrase that. We're calling it an upgrade, but it's a trade-in program. We're getting a new product. If you're an existing customer at an incredible price of $6.99, if you have a second-hand unit or you're a second owner or you bought one at the discount price, but you decide, hey, I want to enhance the capability in the future sometime, you'll have the prices that Nick just quoted to you, which were again.
If you're going to the 1 or the 1L, it is $13.99, and if you're going to the XMC2, it is $10.99.
So today you buy on the Bring Us Your Dead sale,
Yes.
you get a killer processor,
Yep.
which is fully capable for 99 and 9/10% of the world today. It's fine. 8K, everybody got to have 8K, but the reality is there's no 8K content. But people like to have that buzzword filled. So when you're ready, if you decide that someday there's an 8K source, you can actually hook to it. You can upgrade to 8K, and you still save yourself a lot of money. You're getting a great deal now. When it's time to upgrade, you're going to get a brand new box, okay, with all the latest and greatest on it, and you'll still be ahead money-wise. It's a great value for everybody today.
Yeah, I mean, you strip away the trade-in or our upcoming holiday sale, you're still coming out ahead from
Yeah.
what the new price is plus the upgrade cost.
But right now, I'm telling you, if you want to really get a smoking deal, the Bring Us Your Dead sale, that's why Randy got on an airplane all the way out here, because he said he's got to trade something, but he won't tell us what it is.
Yeah, we told Randy he could ship it in, but he
He
somehow
says, no, I'm going to get on an
Yeah,
airplane
he's-
and bring it. I want to be sure to get this
You
deal.
never know what's going to happen with UPS.
Yeah, you don't want it to get damaged on
Yeah,
the
I
way.
wanted it in my possession the entire time.
Right.
So,
He's going to put that big box back in his backpack and take it home with him.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll fit.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
don't know, maybe we can find it at home. Jake can probably put it up on his eBay page.
I could probably do it, yeah. But more importantly, though, the bottom line, though, Dan and Nick, we're really, this is the time to buy one right now. A processor.
It's silly. It's a crazy deal.
You're just really not going to see it at a lower price than what it is now.
We decided to go nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And I think the fact that you don't have to deal with trading in your old unit and waiting and being out of service for a couple of weeks, and it just makes it much cleaner. Just like the XMC1 upgrade, when you got a brand new unit, that ended up being really popular. We did thousands of those things like that, and everybody loved it because it made it clean for us. It made it a simple transaction, and you weren't down very long. And the guy had a brand new piece of hardware. And, you can say what you want about us, but we stand behind our products and our customers. We take care of you. And, I heard an interesting story, speaking of standing behind customers. I'm not going to mention any names, but picture a large online company with a similar business model to us, but maybe a little more less American in its orientation. But they got these processors that they built, and they're not servicing or supporting them. They don't have the ability to do so. So you bought a box for $4,000, let's say, and then you go, oh, by the way, I got a loose connector or a broken thing or whatever, or it won't turn on or whatever. And they go, sorry, we don't have any. Don't know where we're going to get them. Sorry, can't fix them. Don't have a service department for them. I heard that.
Well,
from
that's
a couple people.
That's a problem if you buy your home theater processor from the same place you buy your food processor.
Well, that's true, but you get a nice,
Ouch.
Yeah.
Nick
a nice
coming down with that.
cooler, camping cooler though.
Oh yeah,
Last I
that's true.
saw, you could get a good grill there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they sell T-shirts and car batteries there too. So
Let's be kind. But my point is, we're in the business for real, and we stand behind it, and we take care of you over not only today but over the years. We go back a long time with our customers, and we've been supporting people for now. We're pushing 16, 17 years. So and the guys stick with us, and I like that because I think they know that we're in it for real. We're committed to it. As insane as that is, we're committed to this area of the market, and we just keep investing in it.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Why not?
Who needs money?
Well,
You can't take it with you, Jake.
well,
You can try.
Jake's, I think, planning on uploading his consciousness into some type of matrix-like reality.
more than likely.
Yeah.
Well, he's got total enlightenment coming when he dies. So
That's right.
You
Well,
got that
there'll
going.
be no money.
There'll be no money.
No.
right.
Imperial credits. Is what
For your credits, there you go. So I think that lays that out pretty clearly, doesn't it, Nick?
Yeah, we have it in writing, but sometimes it's
have
easier
it in writing.
just to hear it from a friendly voice. It makes it a little easier to digest.
We're here to take care of you guys. We know you got a lot of choices in the world out there, and we're not a perfect company, but the product's a great box, and we've sold a ton of them, and keep coming back for them, and we take care of you, and we keep improving it and keep working at it, and the current version is extremely solid, and the new model when it comes out, the Plus version when it comes out this summer, is going to be an animal. I mean, we see what's going on here. It's easy to say, but I mean the added capabilities and features we're putting on there, this is going to be pretty hard to beat.
And just to reiterate, 3.0 code for the existing processors is coming.
Yep.
We've heard a lot of that. They're going to the new ones. They're abandoning the code.
No,
we're
we're
not.
not.
No, Damon is trying to go through that fast and furious. It's in the hands of our beta testers right now, which is usually the last step we get to before we turn it loose to all you guys.
Yeah, and if you're one of those guys that says, I have to have my exact box back. I don't want that darn new one. I want to upgrade my old one. We will do that for you, but you're going to be out of a system for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But if you really insist on, like, I've got that special one that's, it's,
Maybe they had a powder coated or something.
maybe you had gold leaf lettering put on it. Who knows?
Maybe that's all they have in their life, Dan. So,
But if you want that one back, we have guys that get a little OCD about this. If you want that particular unit back, we'll be happy to upgrade it for you. It just won't be an exchange. You'll have to wait a little bit while we do it. But there's no reason the old one can't be turned into the new one. It's just a logistics issue for us that makes it much cleaner for everybody to do it.
Yeah, we learned that when we did the XMC1 to the XMC2 trade-in, we learned that when hundreds showed up on the same day.
Yeah,
We go,
it was
okay.
nuts. Yeah, made it manageable. So I think this makes it painless for everybody. So Randy, enough of our business stuff. What do you think about things going on in the world today? What do you think about the audio biz? What's interesting to you? Did you do CEDIA?
I did, yeah. I went to CEDIA. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Show. Actually, I went with a buddy and we were just kind of fooling around, and then I got home to edit the video and I noticed that, well, number one, when he thought he was turning the camera on, he was actually turning it off. So we had a lot of footage of the floor, a lot of knees and walking
like that.
around. And then the other stuff was just us joking around, me eating sandwiches and stuff. So I didn't really have any usable footage, so I had to go back the next day and actually talk
Randy,
to
that all sounds like usable footage.
Yeah, I'd say.
I don't know how
especially the
popular
eating
it would be.
parts.
No, I'm excited about the industry now, and I'm excited, mostly for, I would say, the non-traditional names in audio. And, Emotiva is obviously one of them, but and then your friends over at Shit Audio.
Shite.
And, smaller companies like Gishelli Labs out of Florida, you can tell the passion that the companies have for the products, and it just shines through. So I think there's never been a better time to get into audio and home theater, and you have companies that are like yourself that are willing to stand behind these products. But stuff that's like even 10 years ago, man, like I couldn't get sound like I get, for under $500.
I know
under
the
$600.
value just keeps blowing me away, because I remember we talked a little bit about this in Texas, but when I was a kid, I mean, I was buying stuff back then for $400 or $500, and $400 or $500 back in 1978 or 76 or whenever I was buying, that was a lot of dough. And today, that same $400 gets you twice the performance, and it's worth 10% of what it was back then. I mean, the the performance versus value that's available today is stunning to me.
Not only that, but let's peel back this onion a bit. I used to spend
That's good. We had onion rings for lunch.
No,
That's why I
yeah.
was talking onions. Yeah, go ahead.
wonderful. I spent $13. I would line up to spend $13 on a CD in 1988.
Sure.
And you can go out and buy a CD today for $13. Sometimes for $9.99.
Yeah.
And then we have unlimited streaming. So do you remember when you go and buy a record You maybe knew you liked one song.
One track.
You heard that song on the radio, and they knew this.
Yeah.
So there was just a bunch of garbage on there
Yeah.
most of the time.
Randy, you know what that is? It's called a profit game.
Okay. Well,
Taking advantage of the customer for profit.
either way, you can go out, even a vinyl record today costs, so if you do the math, inflation,
Jake, take off your shoes. Let's do the math.
$13.88. It's about $30 today.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. You can go out and buy a vinyl record for $22, $23 or something. So physical media is actually cheaper now than it was in 1980.
And I'll make another point. 99% of the time when you buy a vinyl, a piece of vinyl today, it's flat, not warped.
Well, yeah. I've got some.
Don't you remember going
Yeah.
to like Licorice Pete's or where your store was or where you're at, and you go through 6 versions of Steely Dan, and they all had lumps in them, like like they'd been sitting on a rock or something. And you have to go buy 4 albums to get one that was flat enough to play.
Yeah. I think the guys that have been around for a while recognize the value that's going on today, but also the access to music with Tidal, Qobuz, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. You can listen to an entire discography if you want to.
That's a big word.
Discography.
I like that.
And then you
Make a
can
note of
figure
that.
out what physical media you want to buy. Like you don't have to be. You don't
You
have
don't
to be
make
like
the
me.
investment until you're ready.
That's right. That's right. It's an absolute. It's like jaw-droppingly awesome to be in audio, and to be able to TA1, man. That
Oh, the
piece of
mighty
equipment.
TA1.
Before the channel ever started, I bought the what was it T100.
TA100.
Yeah, 100.
TA100. I bought the TA100 and the first generation, the mini one.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought them both, and then I sent back the mini because I wanted the T100. And I was just amazed that this is what 2 channels should be. And I was looking at the price. I'm like, I think at the time it was $499.
Yeah.
And I was like, $499, and I had gotten the Denon PMA 600NE in, and I was kind of comparing it. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. This thing has preamp outputs. if I ever want to add a power amp, I can. So, just fantastic stuff. I love it. I love
Sell a
Emotiva.
ton of those things.
I'm on for 3 o'clock with your tattoo artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I just wanted to make sure we didn't run over.
You're getting that big back piece, right?
Yeah. And then the sleeve. They're starting on the sleeve too
Sleeves.
today.
Yeah.
Wrist,
Jake's
wrist up.
going to continue his tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, mine are a work of progress.
Work in progress.
Of.
Up,
can't-
in, or there.
I
I'm not
insert
sure.
a word to just make it flow right.
I can't wait till
like
they put
that.
the rest of the Muppet Babies on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I heard he's doing a full Teletubby thing on his back. Like a,
He's got the baby's face in the sun already done, and then the one with the
There you go.
triangle head.
Yeah.
So he's got to finish out the others.
I mean, nice.
I actually have a SpongeBob one. That's
I thought it was Chitara from the Thundercats.
it could have been.
Could have been.
Jake,
Remember-
that's not good that any of us can decipher what your tattoo is.
Well,
Not a good sign.
He doesn't even really know what it is.
He doesn't know.
It's just, it's kind of a mess.
Eye of the
I
beholder,
can't
right?
see it. It's
It's like one of those posters at the mall that you have to look at it and then get your eyes out, and there's a dolphin.
You got to turn the black light on to see the dolphin. Yes.
Yeah.
It is. I love this business. I mean, Randy and I, we're kindred spirits. We were talking about music and audio, and I mean, I've always loved hardware. I've always loved music. I was a crappy musician, but I loved it. Even though I was no good at it, I just really enjoyed being around it and everything about it. So this has been a nice path for me to keep myself near music and around music and technology and audio, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a really enjoyable hobby. And the great thing about this business, and my dad told me this years and years ago, he goes, son, but he was in the aerospace business, and he says, my business is not about making people happy. It's there's
a little bit different.
A little bit different. He goes, your business brings enjoyment and happiness to people. And he goes, I'm really envious of you because, it's a really positive thing you bring to people. You bring happiness and joy in their lives. And, versus,
Hellfire, nuclear.
exactly,
cancer,
building
things
bombs
like,
or whatever, And a lot of these things are necessary in the world. Maybe not the hellfire and the bombs, but there's a lot of things that adults need to do in the world. But it's nice to do something that makes people's lives nicer and happier. And
Listen, man,
more
music
fulfilling.
is the best antidepressant you can get, man. Just sitting
know.
down at the end of the day completely can change you. Just listening to 3 tracks and just intently listening and just closing your eyes. It's the greatest thing in the world.
I agree. It's like a transformative, transcendental kind of thing.
And for the most part, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the Allman Brothers resurrects Bob Ross.
I know. Bob Ross's hands dancing over the canvas. We would sit and watch that. I laugh about that, but when the kids were little, like Danielle, my youngest one, we would turn on the Bob Ross thing and watch him. He talks real soft and he's
Happy little
painting.
trees.
We'll put a little happy tree here.
Yeah.
Let's add a thing. It was kind of hypnotic,
Yeah, it was a television, narcotic for you.
Yeah.
Before you had the pills, you get
Quaaludes for TV.
visual quaaludes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
visual
it was.
quaaludes. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm aging myself, dating myself. So what other observations do you have for us, Randy, as being a industry insider now, not just a guy schlepping in the trenches like us, but being above it all now, looking down at like people like us work in the fields. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's as good as.
Where's it going?
Okay.
What's the future look like to you?
All right. Do you want the?
What do you
All
think?
right, I'll just be honest. I think if people don't start to go direct to the customer, I think they're gonna lose some sales.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose market share if they don't continue to innovate. I think there are companies that are hungry and aggressive, and they want to make great products, and they just so happen to make money doing that. I think other companies just want to make money and not care as much about products. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think, it's easy to see a lot of the traditional brands continuing to be, absorbed by other companies and into other companies. And I think there's some good things about that. But I think smaller, more nimble companies are going to be what's really going to drive this market, I think, personally.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity there. It's funny, we were talking about pro audio and musical instrument audio, and the MI as we call it, but there's a lot of boutique businesses in that end of the world, in the MI, for stuff for players, guitar players, instruments, electronics. There's all kinds of boutique brands building pedals and amps, and I mean it's as crazy a boutique business as the uber high end audio, and it's always exciting because there's a lot of creativity and a lot of really original thinking in those companies. And that's why, Jason and I have been friends for years at over at Shit. And, he has we have a similar business model. We have a direct model, but we have an extremely different approach to doing business, but we appeal to our customers. And he has a different group of customers than we do, but they're all looking for the same thing. They're looking for direct relationship with the brand. They're looking for innovation and value. And they like to deal with people that actually care about what they're building versus it just being a commodity that they throw out and monetize. And it is a profit driven engine ultimately. Certainly. If it's going to be successful and sustainable. But a lot of businesses are, but you still care about what you're doing and you're passionate about your efforts. And I think that's what resonates with us, with our customers and us, and with Shit and SVS and other guys that are in these spaces like we are. They're people that care about what's going on.
And you can really tell when I was walking through CDA, and I'm not going to name any names, but you can tell, like, some companies, I would simply go up to some booths and say, hey, do you have 20 or 30 seconds to do an interview? Or just somebody here at the booth. And the people that would say, hold on, I got to make a few calls to figure out if that can happen. There's like the corporate style is really alive and well with some companies. And, it's pretty easy to kind of like, I like to do business with people who I can talk to. Whether, it's through email or through face-to-face or through the telephone or something like that. So, I don't know, man. Like, GE makes good products. Big, huge corporations, they all make good products.
They make a nice jet engine.
That's right. But my point is like, if you have something wrong and you call up Sony, you think you're going to be able to talk to anybody at the Sony passive speaker division? Which is actually incredibly funny to even think that they have a passive speaker. Now, don't get me wrong. Sony makes one of the best value passive speakers that
I know you like
can
that
get.
one,
I love the Sonys, but it's not like they have anybody that's like going over design work with their crossover. I don't know. That's probably so buried in some division of Sony. So, you got the B2 Plus that just came out. Fantastic. Oh, by the way, one of my patrons bought some, and he wanted me to tell you that he's a little bit vexed that you increased the price by $50.
Dude, have you seen what's
Not
going on? Have you
No.
seen what's happening to cost of materials?
Listen, I came to your rescue. I'm like, listen, they're not putting a huge margin on these things.
I wish I could. I
But he made me promise that I would mention that.
you know, and listen. I put off raising prices for so long, and my CPA said, "You are an idiot, Dan. You need to make money to keep the company going. You must raise some of these prices because you're not making. Everything's going up because you've got to have a certain profitability or the business is not stable." And he goes, "You must raise prices." And I said, "I don't like to raise prices." He goes, "I know that, but." And if you look, we've raised our prices very nominally. If you look as a percent.
Well, and I told him that, and I said, you haven't raised prices for a long time.
No,
But
and it
was,
kills me to do it.
Yeah.
because
Well,
I don't.
anyway,
like to
he
do it.
loves the B2 Plus.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
They're still a great speaker and a great value. But I agree.
Absolutely, for $500. I mean, he's an older guy. He loves ADS speakers. That's his favorite speaker.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to be wowed, and we talk all the time. So, and I've heard a lot of stuff, and I'm like, if you want to be wowed, you get the B2 Plus. Okay, you're going to hear things in the music you've never heard before. Everything's going to sound new, super wide sound stage. So he did, and everything I said is true about the B2 Plus.
And I will tell him. I tell him I appreciate his
Steve,
feedback.
his name's Steve.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to raise the price. I did it not happily, but I'll tell you this. And we talked about gear and things that you buy. If you buy something that is good and you like it, you forget about that $50 or $100 either way. If you love something, it's a good value. It's money well spent.
Yeah. He's a Mac guy too.
Yeah. Well,
So he
I don't feel sorry for him.
I'm going to make sure that we timestamp this so I can have him listen to it.
No, but the same with this Mac. Now, I've got Mac gear. We just
No, I
said
just saw it, yeah.
But the Mac is not. I love that piece of gear, and it's worth the money. It's not the most revealing and the most neutral, but I mean, it is what it is. It's like a guitar amp. It's got its thing. It's got its tone. It's got its character, and
yeah.
I love it. I love listening to it. It's not analytical, but it's still a really enjoyable sound.
It brings joy.
Yeah. And it's got its bloom to it. I love the tubes output stage. It's a great piece. But I don't begrudge the money I spent on it. When I bought it, and I bought it used from Nick's grandfather or his family, and I go, that's a lot of money for something that's 20 years old. But now that I have it, it's one I would never sell it. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's just something that's got inherent value and worthiness, and I forgot about what I paid for it already.
Yeah.
I can tell you to the penny if you ask me. But no, but you don't remember the price if you're satisfied.
Yeah.
owning
Well,
something.
and Mac gear's a little bit different too. You could probably turn around and sell it for more than you paid for it. So.
Well,
Yeah.
we had that about watches
That's
too,
right, yeah.
But you buy them because they satisfy a desire and you're happy
That's
with
right.
them.
You
and,
didn't- yeah.
It's not about that to
Yeah.
me so much. But yeah, I agree. But good value and lasting enjoyment on a purchase is way better than getting a deal. Because I can't tell you how many things I bought when I was younger because I didn't have any money. And you go, I really want this, but I'll buy this. And then
Yeah,
the whole time you
settling
own the
on it,
thing you
yeah.
didn't want, you hate yourself for spending the money on it. You wasted your money instead of just waiting
end
and
up
getting what
it-
you wanted.
You end up getting it anyway.
Yeah.
We talk about that on the phone all the
Yeah.
time with customers.
Let's
that
talk
call in.
about a Honda Odyssey. You really want an Elite, but you're going to settle for a Touring. A guy I know, I won't say his name.
Is that a van?
It is. I think it's a van. It's called a Honda Odyssey. But I know a guy who wants to get an Elite, but he's probably going to settle for a Touring. But every day he gets in that Touring, what's going to happen? Man, if I'd had the Elite, I'd have blind spot monitoring and radar cruise and a heated steering wheel. But every time he's going to get in there and go, I shouldn't have settled. But he will.
It's a lot of creature comforts for.
He'll put good tires on it.
We'll put some Michelins on it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every time he goes, man, I could have had a radar cruise.
Is
That's
your
just a little more
audience
patient.
really interested in this?
I don't know. We're just rambling today.
We're going.
We're going.
I think this is the longest podcast we've
Well,
ever done.
you're assuming this will ever make the air, Randy. I don't know. We may listen to it and horrified, and it may cut
Yeah,
off.
I might get to after the processor news and just cut it.
You could, or we could break it up into a series of installments.
That's right. This could be a mini.
For those of you that are still with us, we applaud you and thank you.
Randy, welcome to Franklin, Tennessee. Welcome to
thank
our
you so
home.
much.
We
You
got to
guys
figure
are
out where
very
we're going to eat dinner tonight.
Yeah.
We got to chow down.
Yeah.
And if we were going to stay one more day, we would roast that brisket on my new smoker.
That would be fantastic.
Maybe next time you come
I
out.
don't think
we'll do
Mrs.
that.
Cheap Audio Man would like that though.
I know. Well, she'd like the brisket. It'll be good.
She probably would.
Fly her out too.
That's what you really should have done. I could spend as much time as you wanted me to if you brought Mrs. Cheap
There
up.
you go. Well, next time, now that you know what Nashville's like, you bring her out here, and
Yeah.
she'll want to come out for a visit. Nick, you got any other business? Because we're going to have a whole thing tomorrow with you, Randy. And then we'll be your guest, and you'll be real.
We're going to be shooting.
fresh.
We're going to be having a good time, cutting up, laughing, maybe
And it'll be all, you can see it all. You can see all the excitement.
throwing some processors down flights of stairs.
You'll be able
It's
to see
gonna
the
be great.
dogs sleeping on the floor. It'll be complete. You got anything else that we want to talk about right now?
Nothing of importance.
I guess we should stop talking because we're just going to keep rambling forever.
Jake, silence is acceptance. Awesome.
Silence is acceptance in this case, I think, Nick.
Jake is still digesting that giant steak salad.
Well, yeah, and that bowl of fries and
And the
bowl of
fries, and the onion rings, and that last
loaf
that
of
last
bread.
egg, that last deviled egg just did you.
A loaf of bread,
Oh, boy.
a bowl of bar nuts,
Well, Randy, thanks for being here. We're
thank you,
looking
Dan.
forward to tomorrow, and everybody take advantage of the Bring Us Your Dead sale. It's a killer deal, and I think all the information is in a more formal form on the website to let you peruse at your leisure. See you guys tomorrow on the Cheap Audio Man's video.
You could see me later. You could see us all later today.
You never know. It'll
Yeah.
be a big surprise.
We just don't know.
We don't mess
just
around.
don't know, dude.
At the Cheap Audio Man, when I say we, I mean me. Me don't mess around at the Cheap
right.
Audio Man.
Are we splitting hairs, dude?
Are we going to split hairs?
No. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Talk to you soon. Adios.
Bye, everybody.